Located in Qinghai in northwest China, Amne Machin, one of the 4 sacred Tibetan Buddhist mountains in China, is part of the Kunlun mountain range and a crucial water source for the Yellow River.
It contains the largest glaciers at the headwaters of the Yellow River.
It's also home to a variety of plants and animals.
It's my first time seeing a snow leopard up close.
But the mountain is getting increasingly vulnerable to the impact of climate change and human activities.
A snow line we examined retreated 300 meters in 15 years.
In this program, we travel to Amne Machin to find out how the local people strive to protect it in the face of global warming. Stay tuned for the 3rd episode of our 12-part series, The Yellow River Mosaic, Amne Machin, Tracking the Snow Line.
April the 1st, 2024, at the foot of Amne Machin, Machin County, Qinghai Province. "400 kilometers away from its headwater stream Yueguzhong Glacier, the Yellow River makes a U-turn at the Amne Machin Range before heading northwest. This region is home to many glaciers and a myriad of flora and fauna species. Tottering up the mountain over snow-covered rocks in freezing rain, we followed Hua Qingjie, a local Tibetan herder, as he patrolled Amne Machin.
This is the mark we made in 2021.
He stopped in front of a large rock with 2021 painted on it in blue.
The snow line retreated 28 meters from a year earlier.
At an altitude of 4,500 meters above sea level, we were surrounded by snow-capped mountains on 3 sides. Wearing a dark red sheepskin coat, the 53-year-old man was out of breath due to the thin air. He bent down to pick up something as we were moving forward.
I pick up litter and take them away when I see them on the mountain.
Stretching from northwest to southeast, Amne Machin is part of the east extension of Kunlun Mountains. Its highest peak is one of the most renowned sacred mountains in Tibetan culture.
I come to visit now and then. In Tibetan language, Amne means ancestor. Machin means the largest mountain at the source of the Yellow River.
Growing up in Dongguo, a township nestled in the southeastern part of the Amne Machin range, Hua Qingjie started patrolling the mountain regularly after making a pilgrimage circuit around it in 2014.
I was stunned to see how much the glaciers had shrunk, and waste could be seen almost everywhere. The water sources were polluted and drying up.
The highest peak of Amne Machin has been a pilgrimage site of Tibetans for centuries. Going around it once is 140 kilometers and usually takes a week to complete. 2014 was a big year of pilgrimage for Tibetans, which comes around every 12 years.
A greater number of visitors came in 2014 compared to previous years.
Standing at nearly 6,300 meters above sea level, Amne Machin's varied altitudes and climate conditions support a diverse range of wild plants and animals. Its landscape changes from grasslands and shrublands to coniferous forests and ultimately alpine meadows as you ascend higher, making it a paradise for wildlife species, including some endangered ones. Meltwater from glaciers feeds into the Yellow River, offering a stable water source for China's second longest river. However, that landscape is changing.
There are far more shrubs growing by the water since 2000s, but the cattle don't eat that.
Some types of plants the cattle do eat have been disappearing. When I circled the mountain back in the 1990s, the snow was so heavy that the cattle sometimes sank into it. But it's rare to see such heavy snowfall nowadays. In those days, you barely saw a car on the road, and we relied on our cattle to carry supplies.
Amne Machin was one of the first mountain peaks in the country to open to foreign climbers in the 1980s. It has since attracted hikers, mountain climbers, scientists and tourists from around the world.
A lot more people have come here as road conditions improved. Some of them litter casually.
Ong Bu-jie, Hua Qingjie's friend, comes from Gangri, a township to the north of Hua Qing's hometown. He said they could hardly spot snow leopard or brown bear in the early 2000s.
Back then, I didn't understand why the glaciers were melting and the water sources were drying up. I was really upset. If there is no water on Amne Machin, the plants and animals would not survive, neither would we or the Yellow River.
The local people consider any stable supply of water as a water source, whether it originates from glaciers or underground. Hua Qing has conducted fieldwork on regular basis to locate water sources and has discovered that 43 out of some 100 sources had dried up.
Some people don't understand. They'd say he treks the mountains every day. What is he really up to? It's okay if they don't understand me, as long as they know how important Amne Machin is.
Hua Qing has been litter picking at Amne Machin since 2014. Since then, the number of local herders from the 4 townships who have joined him around Amne Machin has increased from a few dozen to over 2,000.
This is one of the spots where we monitor the water sources. Here you can see 6 of them.
We followed Dromaji, a local villager, and saw lucid water springs out from piles of blue rocks.
We monitor and record not only the number of water sources, but also the water quality. It's pure mineral water. The spring water never freezes, not even in winter, when temperatures drop to minus 40 degrees Celsius.
The area has become cleaner in recent years. Water flow has increased, depleted sources are filled with water again, and new water sources have emerged.
They've also found some wild animals coming back to this area.
The herders report to me if they spot wild animals. Some animals are appearing more frequently nowadays, including snow leopards, musk deer, blue sheep, and white-lipped deer.
Unfortunately, they cannot stop the glaciers from melting.
The snow line continues to retreat.
We have been monitoring 3 snow lines from different directions of Amne Machin since 2008. They've retreated from 40 to 300 meters in 15 years. The one next to the highway reduced the most.
They have contributed to preserving a better ecological environment, but what they can do is limited against the magnitude and the rate of the global warming.
Guo Wanqing, a glaciologist at Northwest Institute of Eco-Environment and Resources under the Chinese Academy of Sciences, has been monitoring Amne Machin glaciers with his team for over a decade.
The glaciers are melting at a faster pace in the last 10 years. The surfaces of 2 of the biggest glaciers we have been observing are melting and receding 3 meters every year.
Data from the National Climate Center shows that the average temperature on the Qinghai-Xizang Plateau, where Amne Machin is located, rose by 0.35 degrees Celsius every 10 years from 1961 to 2020. That's twice the global warming rate. Guo Wanqing says his team collaborates closely with the local herders.
They've been helping maintain our monitoring stations at Amne Machin for years. Sometimes they come along with us when we conduct the field work, and we show them the professional way to measure the glaciers.
Hua Qingjie and his fellow herders are determined to carry on with their work against all odds.
It's like when your mother is ill, the son should know what is wrong with her and take care of her. I'll continue to take care of Amne Machin until I leave this life.
If we who were born here do not care about the mountains, who else would?
这个阿尼玛卿在我们心里永远是一个阿尼玛卿，他永远在这样。
It's our Amne Machin. It hurts to see the glaciers melting. We'll keep recording its conditions so future generations would know that the sacred mountain was once covered in snow. How I wish we could slow down the pace of glacier retreat with the help of advanced technology.
想法，我们很想保护这个阿尼玛卿雪山。
According to official data, Amne Machin glaciers have been shrinking by an average 67 hectares in total each year since 2000, about the size of 94 football courts.